I know.
I looked at you and thought it was like Friday.
Oh my God, Friday's the worst. Friday, I'm done.
Yes. I called the trucking company this morning because I had not gotten any kind of reminder, any kind of anything like. So I'm like, what if they forgot? I'm like, oh yeah, it's like somewhere in Nowheresville. And so I called the guy. The dispatcher was nasty. I was nasty.
So lay flat for me here. Okay, so the easiest way to get your patient into position, so if you're doing an RPO, alright, so you're going to bend your left leg, bring your left arm across, okay, so you're going to roll up, alright, so don't shift your hips, and we're going to use a sponge. Okay, that looks good. Alright, so now she's straight, okay.
Yeah. A bit wider. But it came, it looked like it was alright. And then the guy was
Do you guys have markers?
to the gate. I don't have mine. Like, are you kidding me? Wait 3 weeks now.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, somebody only thinks we're married. I'm like, okay, I get that, but like, can you be nice and be like, you know? It's like, well, what's the, and I'm like, I don't know if you carry it. Oh, well, if you said that. I'm like,
When you lose these, you die.
but it's here, it's covered.
So, yep, we're going to go for the RPO. So we're demonstrating the, what side are we demonstrating?
Up, face up, face up.
Up side. So we're going to go maybe an inch or two higher than crest. So here's her crest. So there you go. Okay. And then you want to be pretty much 1 inch to the left of MSP. So maybe bring her back this way a little bit. Like right there. So you want to make sure that you have even light. Does it look even?
She lift her sweater up.
I think she needs to go a little bit more back.
So now when you're demonstrating the upside, so the side you want to make sure you get is this side. Okay, so if anything, error more to the back side, to the upside. Okay. Good. That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
That's good. So remember, it's gonna
So
be
that's
more.
more
It's
than
gonna.
an
You're
inch
gonna
over.
see more than what we actually see in the light.
That's like 2 inches over.
Yeah, I think maybe we're just a little far.
Yeah.
Push her back this way, just like right there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right there.
Yep.
And this one we want to do a little higher, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went just a little higher.
A little higher than the other crest.
Right. So we went 1 to 2 inches higher. So this one.
So
So we're not gonna collimate.
Great.
We're gonna keep it open.
Don't collimate on it.
Yeah.
quick question.
Unless you have 11 by
So
14.
anytime we're shooting that left collar flexure, we need to go higher.
Mhm.
Okay, because for some people it's higher. All right.
Because remember on the ones like check that one
It's
out right
higher
there.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna put a marker on here. So we can just mark right there.
Let me see.
Okay.
Right lower corner.
Right. Okay. So we can keep that marker on here for both of these. Okay. We don't want to place it up top because that's what we're looking for. Okay. So let's go ahead and do an Althea.
Oh, yeah, so it's on your other side.
So she has a sponge behind her back.
So that was the right marker, right?
Okay, so do the same thing. So bend the left, bend the right leg, bring the right arm across, and just roll.
And remember, you're being careful of the tip. Okay, yep, that's good. Mindful of all that stuff.
So this one just center to crest.
You're gonna
That's good, right there. That's perfect. Yep. That's good. All right, so shielding. Okay. We can be careful with shielding on this one. If you know, for testing purposes, we're gonna shield over breast tissue. Okay. Now, you know, if you have a male patient, you know, try and shield. But in reality,
They don't shield.
not to say that you shouldn't shield, but if you see text just kind of rolling through these, you know,
Because they're trying to get the patient
Moving
through the
fast.
Right.
Yeah.
but you will be expected to shield though from your clinical instructor for sure.
Okay.
So just be careful. Don't throw a shield down on them because we don't want to mess with the tube. So just try and be fast. Have it readily available so you're not searching for it. So that should be part of your room setup too when you do that. Okay. Any questions about these obliques?
And you said same marker, right?
Same marker.
Same spot?
Yep. Same
Okay.
spot. Okay. Sound good? All right. You guys can switch.
And the marker will be the same for when I do the posteriors too, because remember we're kind of looking at the top part of anatomy, so just keep your markers on that bottom of that film.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Take on your markers.
Got those boots on. This was not fair skin.
What's the next one?
So let's do the let's do the Hario next.
Okay. And would you use this?
Yes. I do use a sponge when I'm doing these. It does help, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, it's kind of
Little, yeah, straight. And remember, we still want the body straight.
You're so tiny, it's like
I
so
know.
noticeable. So yeah, as part of your room setup too, you want to make sure you have all cassettes, grid holder, all that outside the room for you too.
So you see how much so now? Yeah.
And then this one will be 1 to 2 inches above the crust.
Well, what side are we demonstrating?
Face down.
So no, this is going to be at the crust.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then
Bring her towards you.
Remember, you're doing the
No, bring her
downside.
towards you.
Right, so we're looking at this part because it's
There
the
we
down.
go.
This is what's down, and she's kind of a little.
Confusing me with the downside, upside.
Mm-hmm.
Downside, she's facing down.
Face
So you're
down,
demonstrating.
demonstrating downside.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, I'll write that somewhere.
And
What is it?
and
The
she's really
right
tiny.
pubic flexure is the
Spleen,
splenic, and the left
splenic,
is the
and hepatic.
What? I need that. Okay. All right. Looks good. So if you ever have a question about where to center, just make sure you want even light all over. You don't want to be centered too much over one side or the other side. Okay. You want to have kind of equal light distribution across the body. So whenever you're doing obliques, you're always going to angle to the side up. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So marker. What marker are we going to use now? Left marker, right? Because that's closest to us. So just down below. Yep, same place.
And pay attention when you're testing on this, like when you do it for real. Your markers are gonna you're gonna be kind of flustered, but don't forget to switch them out, and
Yeah.
because that's probably one of the easiest things
forget.
to make a mistake on with this.
Or a lot of times they put their marker up top and it gets in the flexure
Yeah,
and then
so
you have to repeat
just
it.
yeah.
It's terrible.
Very
Okay.
terrible.
So, LAO.
Okay.
So you want to
She's
roll
not
up
really
just a
up
little bit
in
more.
here.
There we go. There we go.
She looks like she stayed straighter this
Did
time.
she?
Yes. The pillows are good for moving people around like that too,
Yes.
by the way.
Okay, so this is the one where we're going to center just a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
We have run out of table.
No, you need to push her that way.
Yeah, but you can't move her.
There you go.
So for the LPO and then the LAO, you're going to be
Yeah,
higher.
you do need to scoot down.
RPO and LAO.
Yeah.
RPO. I knew what you were doing.
Yeah. I was trying to move it and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
I saw what you were doing.
Hey.
Sorry.
I'm
You
just
started
messing.
way high on the
So
table.
for the RPO and the RAO.
And then you want it
LAO.
to,
You need to
Oh,
push
LAO.
her further that way. Remember, even light. That looks good.
Now, if you have a really big person though, and like even light is gonna cause you to cut off one of the sides, always go for the side of interest, okay?
okay.
So arrow towards that one if
Yeah,
they're
she's
like-
tiny.
So sometimes you might see, if you have a really big patient, you might see people doing like two crosswise opposed to one lengthwise. So they'll do a high and a low. So that's always an option too.
Okay.
And they'll do the same thing with the decubitus films. They'll do a high and a low.
And that would be kind of a question for your fluoroscopist, that, you know, too, if they gonna want you to have to do that, or if they'll say, okay, no, we're looking at the top side, so don't worry about the bottom side, because then we're gonna get the bottom side on the next one, so that's,
Okay.
so just, that's again, ask what they want you to do, so
Okay.
everyone's clear.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so LAO looks good. Like it.
Yep.
All right, what's next? All right, you guys want to swap out?
The
new-
fun ones. I always hated the sigmoid pictures
All
the
right.
most.
Huh?
I always hated the sigmoid ones.
You know, I do too. I'm not.
Because they just, you know, they just seem odd to me, because it's like you're going
Who's got a
on
nice
the right
butt?
side,
Get
but
on
we
the
know
table.
the sigmoid's on, goes to the left, and it just always seems odd.
No, mine's is too big. How you not gonna get me to stick my booty out? Come on, girl, you got
You haven't
it.
been on the table all semester.
Stephanie, where's Stephanie?
I don't know. What are we
Come on,
doing?
Stephanie.
Well, you're gonna do it both ways, so.
Oh.
18? Alright.
Sure, it's kind of long, but.
All right, so the first one is the PA axial. So
Sorry, you're back.
Face
Sorry.
down,
face down.
Face down a little bit.
face down,
We
so
will-
which way are we
we will-
Why are
aiming?
you covering your butt?
You're gonna get a hole in my pants.
We are not interested, okay? She is really
Okay, so let's put her in an RAO position first.
Alright.
So yeah, we need a sponge.
Yeah.
Gonna move your hair. It's not weird.
Alright, so.
There you go.
Oh, so we're.
Is she straight?
The PA, put her the PA first.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Bring your shoulders toward Mac. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So what I recommend doing first with this would be to put your angle on your tube and kind of line up your bucky tray first.
Yeah.
So we want a
30 to
30 to 40 degree angle. So
Down, face
Oh,
down,
are we
angle
going
down.
All the downs are helpful.
Do like 35.
Go ahead.
Good. That looks good.
So now we want to make sure we bring that SID back to 40 inches.
Is it 35 divided by 5?
No.
Just
Well,
drop it. It
we don't
says
have to
it
do
there.
the math because it tells us.
Oh, cool.
So just bring it down. Because if you were going to use that method, okay, you would
It's
want
not
to
always-
bring it down first and then angle. Okay. So now let's line it. So bring the. I would bring the two back this way. There you go. Okay.
Alright.
So we are going to collimate this smaller to an 11 by 14. Okay, so if we have our marker right here, it's not going to be in the light field. So I would suggest just kind of moving it in and moving it up, because we're going to collimate this way and this way. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. So now we can flip the table and center her. So where do we want our central ray to be?
MSP.
At the level of the ASIS and 2 inches to the left of the spine. Yeah?
The aces.
So are we going off the laser right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then are you 2 inches to the left of her spine?
Do you want me to move
I would,
over more?
yeah, I would bring it
Okay.
over just a little bit more. Like,
Just remember, think about how the colon goes. It
And
comes
then call
in
me.
at this point. The sigmoid comes like kind of comes into a. It's not as
11
wide
by
as the
14.
ascending and descending, so you got to come more central.
all right, that's good. Okay. All right, so looks good. So of course we could shield. the way.
Both sides.
So we're shooting.
Down.
Yeah.
We're, oh. Okay.
All right.
And you use the left marker for that one, and you just bring it in.
So for this one, still shield up top or here? Or?
Well,
Yeah.
shield up top. Down there is not reproductive.
Yeah.
Well, I
again,
mean,
shield.
it's not in front, but that's why I'm asking. Like,
I mean, if it was like if it was a male patient, you know,
Male,
you
you
can.
shield down
but
there because
just,
their reproductive organs will be hanging down there.
but like I
for
said, just be
female.
careful. Like you don't want to just throw a shit, you know. So just you can. Of course, if it's like a messy scene,
oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
For females, it'd be easier to shield
up top.
up top because that's
Yeah.
not going to be
Not
involved in
axial.
any of the
So it's
stuff.
the same oblique as the
They're all the same.
I'll leave it.
You know, I know some say 30 to 40 or 35 to 40, but I mean,
No one's pulling out a protractor.
Other way.
so now that she's yes, so now that she's facing up, the angle's gonna go up.
Don't blind your patient.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
this is the axial one.
I don't want to hit you, Gigi.
So this one we're centering the same exact place?
Your laser on?
A little
No.
different.
Never,
A little
um,
different.
Is this the LPO?
We're
Yes.
angling up.
Oh, okay. Gigi, I don't want to hit you again.
It's still 30 to 40, right?
Yeah, same angle. It's really the same picture. We're just
Flipping it. Yeah.
flipping it.
Okay, so we of course we want to swap out our marker so it's a right marker this time. Okay, so same thing right
And
there.
you wouldn't, or you shouldn't, have to be both of these. Be one or the other, unless you have a crazy.
Should be an LPO.
I have a doctor
thought we were
order
doing
like
AP.
all of them.
Yeah, so is this
Oh. AP axial.
What that?
is this
This is the double angle, right?
Yeah.
They're both
So
double
she
angle.
needs to be in an
Remember,
LPO
double angle
position.
is
Yeah.
okay.
angle
Okay.
tube angle patient. Both of these.
No. Okay, so see how she's scooting her hips? Like we don't want that.
Yeah.
So go flat again. So do the same thing. So bend. No. Lay flat. Straighten out your. Bend your right.
Yeah.
Bring your right across.
And roll
All right,
like
and
log.
roll that way. Okay, so you don't want them shifting on their hips. Okay.
So it gets
All right.
them all out of whack.
So you can
And
keep that
patients are
arm
gonna
like
wanna
across
do
your
that.
chest.
They're gonna want to help you
Yep.
and do that exact thing. So just tell them, no, don't you move. Let me move you.
So you want to be 2 inches
This is one.
inferior and medial to the ASIs.
So I've got.
So her ASIS is like here.
It's like all the obliques. Yeah. Like right about here.
So what I usually do when I'm doing this, I usually put my central ray like right on the ASIS.
Yeah. Use it as a pointer.
And then I go into and then down two.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the easiest way for me. And actually, I didn't go over far. And then we want this at the 11 by 14 again.
So go to the aces, 2 inches in, 2 inches down.
Yep. So she could keep this leg bent if she wanted to, but she doesn't have to. It's like whatever's comfortable.
It's like whatever.
And then, of course, we want to bring that back down to 40 inches. Okay, because a lot of the times your room is not going to shoot. Although this one would, but a lot of times the room's not going to let you shoot if you're not at 40 inches.
You're gonna have
Okay.
to fix your centering if you do that. If you forget to
And
do
your
that,
cookie.
Yeah, so now look
you
where
gotta
your
reset,
centaur
you gotta
is. No. Well,
float the
Well, wouldn't
table.
that be not lined up anymore?
yeah, you're right. That's not lined up
Yeah.
and the patient's not lined up.
Yeah, so we just have to.
Redo.
So that's
Freehand,
why
go.
that's why you do the
First.
set everything first. Because now you're redoing it again.
Good lesson though.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very good lesson. Thank you for doing it that way.
We learned from our mistakes. Alright. Hopefully. Okay, looks good?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay. Off the table.
Hold on, let her drop it down.
Hold on, crazy. I don't want to lose it.
You're gonna like kick the box.
So now left.
Alright, so before we go any further here, so if we did not have this SID indicator and we didn't know what it was, okay, so we put that 40 degree angle in our tube, what should we bring this down to before we angle it to maintain the 40 inches?
1 inch for every 5 degrees.
1 inch for every 5 degrees, so what would it be?
35-degree angle, so just bring it down 7 inches. 7 inches, sorry.
Okay. So if we were doing 40, let's just keep it easy, so we would come down 8, so we would bring this down to 32.
Yeah.
Okay. So then when we put a 40 degree angle on our tube, it should be 40 inches. Just about. Okay? Make sense? Alright. Okay. You passed. There we go. That was
Yeah, let's
easy.
go.
We're done.